Hi, I'm Shelley Estes, and this is my student Julie Jacobs. Julie is an intermediate to advanced Pilates practitioner, and today I'll be teaching her the long stretch, the down stretch, the elephant, a one-leg variation of the elephant that'll challenge our oblique system, and the long back stretch. The setup is 2 springs on this balanced body reformer with the headrest up. In each of these exercises, the hands are placed on the foot bar. It's important that the fingers and the thumbs are on top of the bar with the fingers gently squeezing underneath. Long wrist to feed to the shoulder, to feed to the back, and connect to the core at the top. The feet are on the carriage at the shoulder blocks or the headrest. That connection helps to fire up the muscles in the legs, the hamstrings lifting, the glutes, the inner thighs, to get to the pelvic floor to connect with the bottom of the core. This distal to proximal relationship helps to create core control or core support so that you're successful in the exercises. Let's get started. The first exercise is the long stretch, and Julie's going to place her left hand on the bar in line with her shoulder, the right foot at the crease of the headrest, the right hand and the left foot. The carriage doesn't move and she's already getting connected. Squeeze the heels together, the ankles won't move. Up the core goes hamstrings lifted, hip sockets narrowing, abdominals lifted, and the shoulders are wide, so wide blades and wide collarbones. Julie, pull the carriage in even more even though it's already in. Inhale, press the carriage out, springs open, lungs open, and then exhale, come all the way home. Keep exhaling until there's no more breath left. Inhale, press out. Notice the shoulder angles changing, but the core connection, the rib to pelvis connection remains constant. 2 more times. Inhale, press out. Exhale, come all the way home. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Bring your back up to my hand. Hold right there. Julie, do another one and show what might happen if you're not connected in your core. Maybe back sagging, shoulders shrugging. Good, now stop that. Push down on the bar, widen your shoulders, absorb the ribs away from the t-shirt, tighten your seat, and let's do one more time. Inhale, press out with perfect form. Exhale, pull the bar back, reach your head forward, tight seat, come all the way in, keep exhaling, keep the carriage in as you place your knees down for the down stretch. The important connection is heels against the shoulder rest. Good. She's going to start in hip flexion. The exercise is called down stretch, and I want to get started here like this. Julie, push the carriage out with your arms just a little bit. Now we're loaded into the shoulders. This is important to stay here. Go ahead and press your knees and feet behind you so that you're in hip extension. That starts to load up the back of the thighs. Squeeze the thighs together, lift your abdominals, keep this shape and come all the way home. Press down on the bar and lift your heart up through your arms. Inhale to press out. Keep reaching your heels back as you bring the carriage in. Lift the abdominals, lift the navel, and lift so much that you can almost take your hands off the bar. 2 more. Down stretch. Inhale. Good. She's in thoracic extension. Can you lift your thoracic spine up a little bit more without dumping the waistline, but a lot of glute work. Last time. Inhale, go out. Your gaze is upward, your neck is long, press down on the bar, shoulder angle changing. Keep exhaling, because the next part of this is a back bend. And then pause. As you move into your upstretch position, keep the carriage in. Head bows, ribs lift the knees from the belly. Walk your toes down to the mat. Good. Bring the carriage all the way in now. Good. The shoulders will stay still. She's in hip flexion, and she's going to press the carriage out from the back of her thighs, inner thighs, and go to hip extension. Keep the upper spine in a little thoracic flexion, like a hint of 100 beats, and keep this shape as you come all the way home. All the way in, all the way in. Now keep the carriage in as you make the change. Lift here. Press thighs out. Stay in a little thoracic flexion, wide shoulders, and come all the way home on an exhale and an exhale and an exhale. The carriage stays in. Keep pulling the legs to the face. Good. A little different variation. Still hip extension. Press out. Show me the long stretch you did a moment ago. Wide shoulders, but keep your back in them. That's it. Come all the way home on an exhale, exhale, exhale. Shoulder angle changing, but nothing else. Inhale, press out, inhale, and then exhale. Pull your forearms together, widen your shoulders, stay connected from ribs to pelvis, and then lift your hips up. Feet go flat for the elephant. Next exercise. Julie has a tendency in this position to lock her knees out. So go ahead and show me locked knees. And lift your toes up. Pull your belly into my hand and just go ahead and start to press the carriage out and in. Good. Press out and pull in. The importance is to pull the carriage in, correct? But there's another piece that might be missing. One more time. Push. You feel the carriage banging. Do it one more time and feel the banging, or you're listening to that banging. Come all the way back in and hold. Since Julie tends to lock in her knees, she's kind of beyond neutral, so soften the knees, and I want you to think about trying to do a hamstring curl, but you can't. Now she's loaded into her legs, like she's got Spanx pulling up. Lift your back to my hand as if I had a suitcase handle here. The shoulders are wide on the back, the toes are lifted, dome or lift the arches, lift the belly, and now move the legs independently from all this stability up here. Push, pull. The part that was missing before is the lift up. Push out, now pull all the way in and up. Push, pull. Relax your quads and use more of the deeper belly. Lift the arches, lift the hamstrings. Let's do 3 more in a row. Push, pull, lift. Drag your heels in like you're dragging through mud. Last one, push, pull in, way down deep inside, hold. Good, the next exercise is that one leg variation. Push out part way, right leg through. Now as you take this right leg off, the body wants to shift to the left leg. So put a little bit more weight on the right hand. Her pelvis needs to come down in my hand a little bit more. Reach your foot into me. We'll close the chain there. Now push out with your left leg, just 3 times. Lower belly, pulling into my hand, push, pull. Try to unlock here. Dome your arch, lift your toes and drag the carriage in. Last one, push, pull all the way in. Hold the carriage in while you make the change. Right foot down. Dome up the arch here from the lifting here. Soften the knee like you're trying to do a hamstring curl, but you can't. Press out part way, left leg comes through. Weight on the left hand and the right hand equally. Nice square pelvis here. Push out with the right leg, pull in with the belly. Think of dragging your heel in and your belly upward. One more. Push, pull all the way in. Hold the carriage in. Step your left foot to the floor by the foot bar, and we'll go to the long back stretch. I would like to build this exercise a little bit. This exercise is what I call multitasking at its finest. Strong shoulders, moving arms, moving carriage, hips changing from flexion to extension. So it's like a little dance that's connected. So let's just start like this. We'll start sitting on the foot bar. Left hand on the bar, fingers and thumbs together, right hand on the bar, and just step on the carriage. Bring your feet forward a little bit more, and we'll start with just some shoulder awareness. Julie, bring your hips off the front edge of the bar and just hold there. Let your body kind of melt down and your shoulders shrug up, and then push down, go to shoulder depression. Do that again, 2 more times. Shoulders up, elevation, shoulders down, depression. Again, up and then down. Now keep your shoulders down and stable as you bend your elbows. This is an arm exercise. Good, 2 more times. Chest stays lifted, shoulders stay wide and low, bend and press. Good, go ahead and sit on the bar. And now the foot connection is important to get the back of the thighs. So here we go, with shoulder stability and arms working. Left heel to the shoulder rest, dorsiflexion. Right leg, lift your chest up more. She's in hip flexion, she's gonna dip down without the shoulders moving. Press through her heels, the tail follows the heels, lift your pelvis up. There's chest expansion. Bring the carriage back in. Inhale, dip down. Keep inhaling, press out. Now exhale, lift, and exhale, come all the way back in. One more time. Dip down, but control the dip. And press out. There's the long back stretch of the exercise right there. Lift your pelvis up, straight arms, pull all the way back in, reverse it. Let's just move and have fun. Push out. Lengthen as you go down. Pull back in and come back up. Again, good. Drive through your heels, reach your tail for your heels. Now lightly come down and bring the bar back in. Last one, Julie, good job. Triceps. Push out, long back. Thighs melt down. Pull the carriage in, push with your arms all the way up, hold the carriage in while you step off, and then the left foot. Very nice. Thank you very much for your help today.
Thank you.